We're live. We're doing it. It's happening.
Actually live.
Well, we are actually live for once, y'all. It's a miracle. Welcome to the Fallout, where we dive into the fallout of your favorite reality TV shows. Today, reviewing episodes 12 and 13 of Big Brother Canada Season 9. I'm Logan Murphy.
I am Jordyn Lagace, also drinking water.
I'm Santiago Martinez Alamán. I'm not drinking water.
I am drinking coffee in a can because that is where we are at this moment. And yes, we are here for an actual episode doing what we said we were going to, reviewing Big Brother Canada.
Yeah, I apologize. It's been a week.
Yeah, this week has been a month.
This week feels like 2020 again.
Yes.
I hate to bring up the scarring past that was 2020, but it feels like 2020.
It's been 84 years.
It truly has been 84 years. Oh, but yes, we are here to review Monday and Wednesday's episodes of Big Brother Canada Season 9. But before we get started, if you're watching us live or after the fact on YouTube, make sure you are liking, subscribing, sharing, doing all of those things. If you are listening to us wherever fine podcasts are available to be listened to, make sure you're doing the exact same thing. Make sure you're following all of us on Twitter, as well as BBCAN Source and at the Fallout TV for all Fallout podcast related things. And with that, we start Monday's episode with a really dramatic intro for no reason.
I mean,
it really was. There was no reason to it at all.
This
Big Brother likes its dramatic intros over in Canada. I don't know about Big Brother in the US, but we enjoy them.
But we normally don't get the dramatic. We normally don't get the dramatic BBCAN intro until the final three, when they're like, yeah, I'm gonna win because I'm fabulous and great.
I think they were really proud of their twist.
And I guess we can talk about it. How do we feel about the Invisible HOH as a concept and also how it has played out?
I like it.
I liked it. I wish... Okay. I think there should have been stipulations to it. I don't think that Invisible HOH should have been allowed to say it at all, or they should have been punished for it.
Yep.
Because there's no point in having an Invisible HOH if the HOH is okay and allowed to go say, hey, Kiefer, it's me, or whatever. So I feel like there should have been punishment, direct, maybe them being a third nominee. Look, I like chaos. I just don't think the Invisible HOH did that because she was able to share the information. That's all I'm saying.
I think this is going to come bite her in the butt in 2 or 3 weeks when it's her and Kiefer on the block, and Kiefer's going to throw her under the bus.
Mm-hmm.
I think the house
now, who is she?
I feel like they know.
I'll get into it a little bit because I've been looking at a lot of the Twitter live feed stuff as of recent, but I would disagree with that statement that you just made, Jordyn, because I don't think everybody thinks that it's the person that it is. But who is it? Let's find out. Even though if you didn't watch the episode already, what are you doing?
Why?
Yeah. Why are you here? Spoilers,
you could be a few of our friends. Spoiler. So we get the HOH comp that I don't think had a name. None of these HOH comps this season have had names. But all the vetoes have names.
HOH comp that was a rocking down. I don't know. Dropping rocks from sky.
Dropping rocks from a conveyor belt for your life. Yeah,
I really like this competition.
Yeah. I did too.
I really enjoyed it. There should have been different temptations because I think people would have bought it quicker.
Yeah. So
like $1,000, season-long slot pass, like some crazy stuff.
Oh, a
Let's
season-long
give them
slot
something
pass, I
good.
would have dropped out of the comp. Like, if I'm nominated, there's a veto. I'm good. But yeah, like we've alluded to, the HOH comp was the invisible HOH. I forgot to do the hands at the beginning, y'all. I forgot. Oh my god. It's really not my day today. But yeah, so the
We're a
invisible
mess in general.
HOH. We are a mess today, but we're here. But yeah, so the invisible HOH is eligible to play in the veto, which we'll get to. Is eligible to play in this coming week's HOH competition. They get all the perks of being HOH minus the room and the knowledge of people knowing that it's them.
They even get
It's rocks
Wendy's.
falling off a conveyor belt.
Rocks
You
falling
can get
from the
Wendy's.
sky.
Yes. And like we mentioned, there were some temptations. Arissa offered a feast, to which no one took it. The slot pass was the funny one for me. And it's only a week slot pass. And then Tara literally goes, and I'm like, what? And then Victoria literally turned around for, I think, 4 seconds, to which there were no rocks falling. And
Which was like, odd.
Yeah.
I would have dropped those fucking rocks when someone turned around.
Oh,
what's the point in a
absolutely.
temptation?
Because maybe they thought they would last longer. And then I would say probably like 2/3 of the way through the competition, they alerted individually the person who was furthest away from the current score, being icon legend and star Tina Thistle. And Tina was offered a letter from home, to which she took, and I'm very, very happy that she took the letter because I know she's been missing her family, and it just made me very happy.
Yeah.
Was I delirious? Did I miss it? Has she received her letter?
I believe she has it. I don't think we saw it on the show, but I'm pretty sure she got her letter.
Interesting. That's interesting that they haven't done a segment with it.
They might do one tomorrow.
Maybe.
Yeah, they probably will save a segment for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we get down.
I'm happy for her with the letter.
Yeah.
I think she really needed it.
Absolutely. Yeah, so we do get down to there's a tie, which I personally was not expecting. But we get a tie between Victoria and, lo and behold, Tara. Mm-hmm. And I said, excuse me?
First and foremost, I'm not going to lie, I was kind of curious what she would do. Tara?
Probably would have put up the boys.
Which would have been an acceptable week for me.
Yeah.
I feel like literally
I'm not happy with this week.
No. I feel like if anyone other than the throuple or Victoria won the HOH, the boys would have gone up.
Wow.
So, I don't know.
And what was the question?
But yeah. The tiebreaker was the number of minutes.
Was it seconds or minutes of how long it went between it dropped?
Minutes. It was from the first. It was the first rock to the last rock.
Oh, okay.
I think they should have went a little longer.
Yeah, because it ended up being 42 minutes, and Victoria literally put 41, and I was like, are you that good at counting, or were those just two really good guesses that just so happened to both be one off of the correct answer?
How would y'all have done in counting rocks from the sky?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
I think it would have had a pretty good count, but I think the longer the challenge went, I would have got distracted.
100%, my ADD ass would not have let me concentrate, and let's be honest here, I probably would have taken the slot pass. I probably would have turned around for 30 seconds to get the slot pass.
for me, like this would have been an amazing, amazing endurance competition if they kept this
Yeah,
up
it
for
had
like
potential to be mind and endurance, but it was too
yeah,
short.
yeah. If they would have done it for like 5 hours, I would have. It would have been amazing, just glorious.
Absolutely.
I
Yeah,
don't
think it's a
know. I don't
bad
think a
comp
lot
at
of them
all.
would. I don't think a lot of them would have lasted that long.
Yeah, and I would have done like a rock every minute. You know,
Right.
super
3
slow.
rocks, 5 rocks.
Yeah, go
'Cause
10
it
minutes
seemed
with no
like
rocks.
Yeah, because it seemed like they were dropping like it was probably like a few minutes in between, and then they were dropping like 50 rocks at once. And obviously, we didn't see all of them because time lapse is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Vic is the winner and the first ever invisible HOH. And when I found that out, I was excited. And then
I was excited initially.
she made her nominations, and I said, "What the actual fuck are you doing with your game?"
I have a point on that when we get to the nominations.
Are we
I have
just
a theory.
skipping to the nominations?
I have a theory.
I mean, we
What is
can.
happening?
The rest of the episode is basically just paranoia. Like that is literally just like everyone's paranoid that everyone could be HOH. Like the people that are most sus across the episode are Tashawn, Jed, Beth, Vic, and Ro. Those are like the main people because we do get a part where this is really the only part I want to talk about before the nominations. There's a conversation with Victoria, Tina, Tara, and Kiefer where Tara tells them that she was in the tie and Tina tells them that she got the letter. And so it's like this really nice moment. This is a really cool 4-person alliance as far as like gameplay is concerned. I'm not the biggest fan of Tara anymore. But like as long as Tara is keeping Tina safe, I'm chilling. But yeah, that's really like but most people think it's either like the main 3, I think by the time noms were happening were Ty, Vic, and Beth with like a little bit of Ro, but not as much Ro. But yeah. And we get have-nots, which is also another interesting thing. And the have-nots are Austin, Braden, Kiefer. So it's Austin, Braden, Kiefer, and Vic. And Vic puts herself on slop.
Yes,
and I get it, but she didn't do a good job of deflecting it.
She cried and walked away.
Look, I don't know what the house guests are buying, but Vic is not that great of an actress.
No.
Like,
not at all.
That was like grade 7 bad drama acting.
Yeah.
Minushwa.
Not grade 7.
Oh no, I just remember drama in grade 7 to be awful.
Specifically grade 7. Okay.
Oh, I did an awful play in grade 7. I just thought about that.
Did you?
Did I do any grades? No, I was a theater kid in like grade 5 and 6.
Yeah.
I've always been a theater kid, so like I just remember 7 to really stick out for a really bad play.
What was the play, Jordyn?
All I remember is it being a murder mystery that was set
in grade 7?
Yeah, we did a murder mystery.
Okay.
It was not cute.
I believe that.
And it was based around the TV show Friends, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. I need you to find this, and I would like to know more about this.
Can we take an
like, did they
episode
kill
of the Fallout?
Gunther, or like who did they kill?
The
Can we do a table read? Can we do a table read of this play?
A dramatic table read.
Yes! I'm on board.
Where is this play? It was the drama teacher wanting to write this. I don't remember. It was just not.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The only other thing that's important is we get an actual like short list with like people, and like it
What
feels
did
like
you-
BB-CAN again.
What did
And I
you
was like,
think of how she was like fucking with Kiefer?
I thought
Pardon
it was
my
funny.
language.
yeah.
The
What were you gonna say, Sophie?
winking and the other gestures, I was like, why?
Yeah.
So my question is,
Someone's about to
how
get
in the
arrested. I
hell
hear sirens.
did she go from the diary room to the pantry, get her Wendy's, leave
Right?
the pantry, go back to the diary room with nobody noticing?
Okay.
I
Where
feel
were
like it
they
must
at?
I feel like it
So
must
the-
have been like an HOH lockdown.
Yeah, I'm thinking they had to have been locked down somewhere. But also, if they were locked down, wouldn't they know she was gone?
Exactly.
I don't know. I feel like they may have done something. It might have been that long period of time when the feeds were down, like Saturday, Friday
Well,
or
and then
Saturday. I don't know.
That's
It
like,
was weird.
because like if it was a HOH lockdown, then wouldn't people wonder where Vic was?
Well, I feel like they may have probably called like multiple people to the DR and like kept the length of time around the same. So that way, like it would deflect from the fact that it was Vic. Like that's the only thing that makes sense in my mind.
Okay, so multiple people got called to the DR, and this was just happened to be on her time.
Yeah, so like it would be like if we're all on HOH lockdown, if I'm the invisible HOH, like they would call you first, Jordyn, and then they would call I don't
Okay.
know, row, and then they would call like and it would be like a similar amount of time. And then they would call me and I would go in and be like, oh my God, Wendy's, and then I'm gonna go pick out my Wendy's. And then I'm like, I feel like there had to have been like they have to have been strategic with their DR placements this week. And like props to them because it doesn't seem like a lot of them really know who it is. A lot of them still, and this is skipping ahead to like a spoiler, not really. A lot of people still think it is Vic, but a lot of other people also think it's Ty still. Like Austin and Brayden are under the impression still that it's Ty. And so it's like they were really strategic with the way that they did their DRs this week. And I think that's also why we've had such bad feed outages, is because not only were they like trying to do strategic DRs, but they also did that like TikTok Canada thing, which we'll talk about with tonight's episode.
How did it?
I don't know. I don't know.
The yawn came perfectly at that time.
Right?
TikTok and Canada are not mixing well with me.
We'll get there. I have thoughts and questions and feelings.
I will not be sponsored by TikTok.
I'd
Try
love to
TikTok.
be sponsored by TikTok. I'll take it. But yes, so we get the world's creepiest CGI of Victoria invisibly walking down the stairs. I was scared.
You know what? I think they made her wear a green screen.
No, she did not have to wear a green screen.
I think so. Like, can you think about it? Because the shape kind of looked like her.
She borrowed
like,
Candy Muses, and then she put it on.
Oh my God! Stop! Not the Candy Muse. Oh no! Shout out to Candy. We love Candy Muse.
I know we do love Candy Muse.
I think it looked very similar to the way that she walked out, specifically like her movements. And no, it looked like her first HOH. So I feel like they probably just took that and CGI'd it. But if it had been anyone else, they probably would have done like a green screen situation, or it would have been another HOH lockdown. And during the HOH lockdown, they would, or like a bedroom lockdown, and they would have had them walk down the stairs. And I'm just like, oh no, like. It was creepy, and I didn't like it at all.
The nominations as an invisible person was also Victoria's shape.
Yeah, I was like, what? So yes, the noms are Austin and Brayden. And the invisible HOH says, I have perfectly good reasons for nominating you,
Which
but
you're not gonna
unfortunately
know.
for you, those are going to remain a mystery. And I was like, okay, big brother. Like, here's the sass
That line
I was
was so
expecting.
pointed.
Thank you. Yeah, that was something else. And I was like, okay, cool. But yeah, what do y'all think about these nominees? And we'll get into a little bit of like the fallout of the invisible noms as well.
Okay, well, this week, I think the noms should have been Jet and Ty. I don't I don't see Austin being a good move. Yet. I mean,
I don't
she's
know.
won HOHs, but I don't see where she wasn't on Victoria's radar. Like, Victoria was good with her.
Well,
Like, if it
to an
comes out that it was
extent.
her, yeah, but like, if it comes out that, oh, the invisible HOH was Victoria, Austin will no longer trust her. But
Santi,
she'll
what do you
probably be
think?
gone, so.
I have a speculation when we get there, but
Ooh.
I think I like the nominations. I don't like that it was Austin and Brayden because I love Austin and Brayden, but I like the nominations because I think Victoria is very smart strategically. Like she knew I get rid of Latoya, I get closer to Ty and oh my god, I'm blanking. Jed.
Jed?
Yeah, Ty and Jed, I can get closer to them, and it would have been obvious that it was her if she put them up. But the fact that she's close to Brayden and Austin and she put them up and she's splitting a pair up, it's not so obvious. I mean, obviously with her bad acting it is, but I think it was smart. I think if she did Tina and Tara, it also would have been obvious that it was her. I think if she did Beth, it would have been obvious that it was her. I think if when she takes her shot at Beth, it's going to be when she's HOH again. So I think it positioned her in the game to continue to like balance between these two alliances and not have a lot of attention on her.
Yeah, for me, I'm just like, she really is under the impression that she is with the throuple when she's not with the throuple. She is expendable to the throuple. And like I understand her point. She did make the point that after her HOH, Austin and Brayden did kind of throw her under the bus when it came to last week, but that was just because they were trying to save the Carb Alliance and save Kyle or Roe. So I guess I understand it. I think if I were Victoria in that situation, I probably would have put up Ty and Tara, because then like it's like some combination of Ty and Jed and Tina and Tara, because then it's like it kind of deflects things even further away, or even maybe throwing in Austin and Brayden into the mix and just doing a combination of the duos, because just putting one straight duo, like a lot of people were like, oh, it's very obviously Victoria. And I feel like if you divide the duos, I feel like she could have been able to deflect it better. But again, she's not a good actress, so I don't know how that would have gone.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought it was strategic. I don't like that it's Austin and Brayden, but
I'm
asking those who what?
I hate that it's them because they're two of my faves. Now that
Look,
all of the people that are rootable.
I'm becoming a person that I'm no longer cheering for anyone. I'm
not even Tina Thistle.
The only person I'm rooting for at this current moment is Tina Thistle. Like, nevertheless, it's still been a great season so far.
Yeah.
But like, for me, the only person that like I'm truly rooting for, not Tara.
No. I asked the chat
Oh.
And Jamie is responding with Tara.
As far as noms or who they're rooting
She's
for?
only giving me one name, though.
That's fine. Jamie, you know what? You can give one name. That's fine. Agreed, Jamie. I'm with you 100%. Just Tara.
Tara
The
and
nominees
Beth.
are Tara and Tara.
Yep.
It's an instant eviction. Tara.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I wonder if they would have let them put
Cried.
themselves up on the block. How glorious
Yeah,
would that
because
have been?
there was a moment where Victoria was considering putting herself on the block.
Absolutely.
Agreed, Jamie. There was a moment in time where Victoria thought about putting herself on the block with Austin.
I don't
think Big Brother would have let her do it. No.
I would have for the
No.
TV? Hell yeah. Because you go out on your own HOH, how much more historic is that?
That would be horrible.
But okay, I'm gonna get to probably why they didn't do it when I get to speculation of what's gonna come tomorrow.
Okay. So we get the fallout of these invisible noms. Austin literally just gets up and she's like, I don't want to be touched. And I was like, that's a mood of mine every single day. Brayden is gutted that
Then they all come up
he hasn't
and
won
touch her.
anything. Yeah, and then they all go up to the bedroom and touch her, except for Victoria, who's standing in the corner of the room the whole time, just like, oh my god. What? Oh, Jamie, we will get there. I have feelings.
It's coming.
And opinions
Don't worry.
and thoughts and frustrations. But absolutely we will be talking about it. But back to my Victoria impression. Oh my god. What? I'm so upset. I'm like, girl, clearly you did not take a single acting class growing up because this is not believable, but apparently these people are believing you. And I'm just like, huh? Because after everybody comes up and touches Austin, even though she doesn't want to be touched,
no touchy.
we get a lot of talk between Austin and Brayden. Beth is also there. Beth is sus of Victoria, but then we get a DR from Brayden. Yes, there are frustrations. I will get into it, Jamie. But Brayden is thinking that it's Ty. And so I'm just like, why? It's not Ty, but why do you think it is? And then they confront Victoria, saying that everybody thinks it's her. And then at that point, we see a DR with Brayden saying that he's confident that it's Ty, even though it's not Ty.
Yeah.
Well, now we're getting a TikTok segment.
Filler.
Who cares?
TikTok.
It's like, I literally didn't write anything down other than like, good for you for getting a TikTok Canada sponsorship. But like,
the thing that kind of annoyed me about that was they're like, don't get caught with the phone, but then they out everybody.
Yeah, so this was also another HOH lockdown moment. Like, I'm so confused how they did this.
Maybe that's
because
how they did
clearly
it.
No one else was there.
Did Victoria do one?
Yeah.
So maybe that's how they did the lockdown thing. It was during the TikTok segment.
Potentially. Yeah, because Vic's question was, what would you do with $100,000?
It was very weird.
I thought the exact same thing. I was just like, that is a phone in the Big Brother house.
I would have been calling somebody real quick.
Honestly, I was like, what? But yeah, so we get, oh my God, Beth, who's the better kisser? I don't care because I don't care about Beth. Like, the only entertaining part of that whole thing was Brayden pretending to be Victoria and twerking. Like, that was the only entertaining part to me, and I was just like, what?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Not that.
Yeah.
I was just like,
Anyway.
why?
Yeah. But who cares? Because we have veto picks.
Yay!
Veto picks.
And we get Austin and Brayden hosting the veto picks, which I loved because they're great. And so the invisible HOH gets to draw a chip. And shocker, spoiler, Victoria pulls her own damn chip.
I'm gonna be calling a sus on that one.
It's
It's
super sus.
bullshit. I need a
Super
bullshit
sus.
paddle like RuPaul has. Bullshit. Like, no.
Super sus.
I'm sure all the chips in there said Victoria. So maybe
100%.
100%.
And then we also get Ty and Rohan playing in the veto. Austin and Brayden are under the impression that they have a 4 out of 5 chance of one of them coming down off the block because obviously they're going to use it, and they're under the impression that Ro and Vic will as well.
Is it? Well, I guess they're not good at judging bad acting, so...
And now. And then right before that, we get a conversation with Vic and Ty where they're like, oh my God, win the veto, keep the nominees the same, yada, yada, yada. And then Ty leaves and Vic goes, yeah, you win the veto. And I'm like, okay. But then she came basically like second in the veto. She was like second or third. And so I'm like, are you trying to throw this veto? Yeah. I'm just like, are you trying to throw this veto? What's happening?
I would have been good at building the path, but Jordyn and puzzles do not mix.
This, again, feels like a Survivor comp.
Yeah.
Like this feels like where you have like the different rungs of the ladder, and you have to like put the different rungs of the ladder together, and they all have different like number of holes, and then you have to like build the puzzle at the top. Like that's what it felt like. And I was like, I don't hate this, but it's not an original concept.
A lot of the challenges have been very Survivor-esque. I'm starting to wonder if we're getting our own version of Survivor.
Because there is no Survivor Canada, is there?
No,
but amazing.
Recently we've been able to apply for the US one, so I don't know how that would work.
Unless they're using that as a way to cast for Canada.
Yeah.
Have they cast a Canadian yet?
No.
Okay. Then why haven't
they're going back into production, so they may have someone in.
Yeah, they are in production, I believe, right now.
Yeah, they're on day like 14 now or something.
Yeah.
So.
Which we love, and the Fallout will most likely be covering Survivor 41, probably.
Yeah. At least it won't be 4 times a week.
Very that. But yeah, so we get this. The veto comp is called BBCAN Condos. How creative! Like, just neither one of these episodes was really the tea. I'm just gonna be honest. Neither one of these episodes was.
Can
we
talk about the fact that I could totally see Kiefer being the construction boss?
Oh, I was like, this is a good look for Kiefer.
And they gave him some witty lines.
Right. How would y'all have done in this comp? Well, Jordyn, you already said. Santi, how would you do in this comp?
Here's how puzzles work in my house. I play with it, I can't figure it out, and I give it to my husband, and he figures it out and gives it back to me. So unless my husband's in that house, I would have just been like,
I would have
BB23 couples edition.
Yeah. Oh, they did it already, but
yeah.
Well, like couples beforehand, but like they've already done
it.
Yeah.
My phone.
I don't know. I think I'd do okay at like the like making the path part and like getting the stuff across. I don't know how I would do it. I'm not good at 3D puzzles. I'm a lot better at 2D puzzles.
Yeah.
So I don't think I would have really done well in this comp, but Rohan did because Rohan won the veto. For some reason. I do remember that Jamie.
I also said Josh gave me first boot vibes, and I was right about that.
And none of us said Julie Vu gave us first boot vibes, and look
Nope.
at where we're at.
We thought
So
Billy Boo was going to be deep in the season.
someone in this podcast thought that Julie Vu would be the winner.
Heartbroken.
I'm still sad about it. Oh, 100%.
I know.
And so the rest of the episode is basically just more paranoia.
Paranoia.
It's a lot of fake promises. It's a lot of everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
The big thing is just that Rohan is concerned
why
that
is
using the veto,
Rohan scared to use said veto?
because it opens up the door to like a lot of other people being the replacement nom because he doesn't know who the HOH is.
Well, it wouldn't be him.
Exactly. So that's why I'm like, and the only other people you are aligned with in the house are on the block.
No,
So like,
I think it isolates him more if he used it.
yeah, I guess. I think there was something where he made a deal with the throuple. It wasn't shown on
why
the show.
are people making a deal with the throuple?
Because everybody wants to work with the throuple, apparently. I'm saying it right now. One of the throuple is going to win the season. Like, I'm just going to say it right now. Like, unfortunately, I hope it's Jed. Of the three of them, like, I hope it's Jed. But
what did you think of the little pantry segment? More kitsy in the throuple.
No. I'm good. Well, it's not even a throuple anymore. It's a quadruple. And we'll get into it because Jamie asked for it.
Yeah. Shall we move to all of the things from live feeds?
Yes. I love that also you didn't spell Brayden's name right.
Look.
It's in the notes how many times, Jordyn?
I typed it
and you couldn't spell it right. Great. I love that. You still have the notes open, though, and Brayden's name is mentioned a lot. But anyway.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, Brayden.
So it's good. So yeah, if you don't want to know any spoilers or anything like that, goodbye.
Goodbye. Speculation corner.
Right. Speculation corner. Okay. Y'all, I have thoughts and feelings and opinions about this Ty and Brayden situation. So this was what, Tuesday morning, I think it was?
Yeah, I
think
so.
So Tuesday morning, we get feeds of Brayden and Austin in the pantry, and Brayden is kind of like very giddy. And we get him not really trying to say much about it, obviously because they're on camera, but talking about how something happened between him and Ty. And so earlier on Monday, I remember there being a part about they were talking, and Ty was like not flirting, but like flirting with Brayden. I'm talking about like cuddling or something. And so it wasn't really a shocker Tuesday when we wake up to find that out. And then I forget the exact conversation. And if this didn't happen, please correct me. But I remember there being a conversation, I believe, that night where Ty was talking probably to Jed or Beth, where Ty was saying, oh, I'm straight, but I'm going to use this for my game. And that's where I get frustrated because queer baiting happens so much in the community. And so if you're going to do that on a national and international platform, that's just where I'm frustrated. And again, if that conversation where Ty said that didn't happen, then please correct me and I will change my tune. But at this point, I'm just like, I don't care who it is. Queer baiting is fucked up. And like, if you're trying to use that for game, no. Like, I can't, personally. And that's kind of just where I'm at with the situation.
I have no thoughts.
I think we're not going to hear anything more about it until maybe Brayden's out. Or even at this point, who knows?
Yeah.
Unless it progresses.
Yeah.
It made it seem the clip.
He could make it progress, and that's not right either.
Yeah.
Given Brayden might leave this week.
Yeah.
And the fact that like Brayden's in a vulnerable position, being a have not and being a nom, that's kind of messy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know.
Yep. So you guys want to get to my speculation?
Ooh, yes.
Okay,
I would
wait,
love to hear
I have a
about
banner.
it. Oh.
Speculation.
Speculation corner. Ba-dum-bum. That's the theme song. We're going with it.
So, I think
I'm
tomorrow
gonna
is.
speed it up and then make disco music over it. Like,
Yes. But what's coming tomorrow, Santi? What do you think?
A fake eviction.
That part.
Yep. I think the producers probably thought, let's do the invisible HOH. It'll cause all this paranoia and drama. Then we do a fake eviction, and then it causes paranoia and drama. And that's why the HOH can play back to back. Because their week technically didn't count. Now, are they going to topaz Victoria? Where they reveal?
I don't know.
Yeah. I would hope they don't tank her game like that, but you never know with Big Brother.
I don't think they would. The only issue I have with that theory, because I hope
they like
and pray. Yeah. I hope and pray that they do that. The only problem I have with it is I feel like they would have said it at the end of today's episode.
Yeah.
But it's
because when we
like.
Yeah, and I'm hopeful, but when they did like the fake house in BBCAN 4, we knew about it. Like, but the veto before, who was it? Kelsey was evicted first, or Levita, whichever one of those was evicted first.
Oh, Kelsey.
We knew about that, and like anytime there's been like a fake sort of situation with BBCAN, especially, we've known about it, and so like I wouldn't be surprised if they were just like April Fools. But I could also see Arissa going, oh, something's happening. Just kidding, April Fools. Like, that's kind of where I'm at. And I'm with Jamie as well. I love Austin, and I want Austin to stay. At this point, the vote may flip.
Yes.
We currently have a vote flip going on. Shocker, with the way this season has gone.
Flip-flopping.
The current situation seems to be a 4-3 vote to evict Brayden, with Victoria as the swing vote in large quotation marks, because people don't realize that she is the invisible HOH, therefore she doesn't vote unless she does. And if she does, I'm confused and mad. But I think we'll just get she'll go to the diary room to cast a vote and then just say hi to Arissa. I feel like is what's going to happen there. But yeah, I hope it happens, Santi. I just feel like we would have known by now.
Yeah, it'd be just such a wasted opportunity to not do something big in this house on April Fool's Day.
Yeah.
Like, when's the last time that happened in 9 seasons?
I don't think
they pranked the house every form of the way, except last season.
Well, wasn't the fake house on BBCAN 4 an April Fool's thing?
Yes. They also had the camera being broken, putting the house on slop.
Yeah, normally it's a prank.
Yeah.
I don't know if they would. Yeah. I mean, again, I hope it happens.
But
because I don't want either one of them to go.
Like, there's a good chance that, like, they might even evict whoever's leaving, because honestly, there's a lot of time between now and eviction.
Mm-hmm.
The person leaving could easily be going into, like, a different place.
Yeah, because there is
But,
still
like,
that door in the Expedia Junior room.
Expedia Junior room.
I don't know if that's what it's actually called, but that's what most of the
We're calling it.
BBCAN
Yeah.
people are calling it.
It works for me, Expedia Junior room.
Yeah. There is still like a door that we don't know anything about in the Expedia Junior room. So I'm interested to see, but I hope they both get to stay because I think they both can bring different things to the show.
If this turns out to be a fake eviction, we're going into a triple eviction next week.
100%.
100%.
I like triples.
I do too. Yeah, because I was also thinking logistically, like we only have like
numbers
around
wise, we don't
35 days. We have around 35 days.
And we're about halfway through.
Yeah.
So
it feels weird with the cast of 14.
It does. So if it's a fake eviction, then you will probably see. And the other reason it could be a fake, that gives them more time to do the endurance, because I feel like tomorrow will be endurance.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not Buzz killed, I'm gonna be really mad because I want Buzz.
I don't know. I like Buzz killed. I just don't know if they'll do it this season because they did something similar with the rocks falling from the sky.
Yeah, I guess. It's interesting that like this veto comp this week was like the first kind of physical comp we've gotten, other than like the wheelbarrow veto. Like we haven't gotten like a true endurance comp. I feel like I don't know, because I feel like the backyard has also been closed a lot. Because there was one day where like they went out to the backyard and they were out there for like literally 2 minutes, and then Big Brother closed the backyard again. So I feel like they may have been building a wall comp.
I'm okay with that.
Or like their version, or like that one comp that they had in BBCAN 6, where they had to like hold the rope and stand on like the pyramid thing. Like I feel like it's one of those sort of comps. And if Austin stays, she could easily win that competition.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. What else?
Predictions.
I'm struggling to function, so that's why I just decided to take the reins.
Sure.
I'm thinking Austin.
Logan.
I think it's going to be Austin because, with the exception of the Julie flip, every flip they've tried to do has failed. And so I'm just going to go.
That works.
If it does, I'm going to be really upset because then, like, literally 5 queer people will have been cast, and there's 1 left going into jury. Like, that would just really frustrate me. But I also hope it's a fake eviction and that Austin wins the next HOH. But
gonna
I think it's going to be Austin.
I'm going to say nobody because I think it's a fake eviction. However, I do think it's a good chance we'll be seeing Austin on Friday morning.
Upsetting, but not surprised.
Yeah.
And we will be. Have we set a time for Friday?
I think we said Friday whenever we want to. I think it's
Friday
literally exactly what we
want to.
Probably afternoon at some point.
Yeah. Unless we're among you.
I don't think I am on Friday.
We'll see. Okay. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Good night.
Follow all the things.